Based on the title and the thumbnail of today's video, you already know that this is going to be a part 2 of decluttering product from Temu that I've had for 1+ years. A lot of it was really good for what it was and for its price, and a lot of them were dupes. So in this video, I'm going to do the part 2. We're going to finish off everything that is in here in terms of determining whether or not it's time to declutter. Do I want to keep it? Do I not want to keep it? Is there growth? Is there mold? Because I've had name brand, like brands that we all know and love here on the channel, and I opened it a year later or 2 years later and there was growth and then I had to get rid of product. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dive on in. And no, the basket is not a Temu something. You can't find this here. This was gifted to me by Benefit and I absolutely love it. So I was storing like my Temu stuff. If you haven't seen the part 1, I think you'd really enjoy it. Make sure you go check it out. It is linked below. You'll also find it up here somewhere, linked like in a little 3 dots. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family here on the YouTube girl. Do not forget to comment as we go along. Do not forget to hit that like button because it really helps me out. And I'm pulling my sleeves back because we mean business today. In the last video, I got rid of a lot, but also I kept some stuff. So we're just gonna like dive on in and resume where we left off. So this here is going to be a pore shrinking cream. This is not a cream. It is invisibility cream. It is not a cream. It is essentially a silicone primer. My makeup went over it beautifully. Did it shrink my pores? No, it did not. It masked it and made it look like it was shrunketh, but it was not shrunketh. It was filled to the top. I used a nice amount of it, but I haven't visited it in a year. And so it's one of those things like we need to get back into it and see whether or not it's time to declutter, because I'm decluttering like a lot of my stuff and you guys seem to enjoy those videos. This here is one of those lip tattoos. Remember? Wait, let me see if there's more. I found another one. There may or may not be another one in here, but you know, these are those. Oh, I think they still kind of sort of work. There's a red one and I want to say, wait, is this for the eyebrow? This one was, so this is the red one. I'm going to let it dry down because it's not on my face. We're going to let it dry down and we're going to peel her. But these are those lip tattoos that are supposed to be dupes for, is this Tattoo Beauty? I think. And then this one is going to be the eyebrow one. This whole brow tattooing, staining situation, because that's essentially what it is. These are going to go in the trash. Essentially, that's what it is. They're just brow stainers or like lip stains. I think they're really cool. The issue that I have with these is like at least the one on my eyebrows. When I would peel, you have to peel from the outer end, like the opposite side of where your brow grows. And when I would go like this, it would pull pieces of my hair out, and that was kind of like annoying. Now it's never this dark. That is what it looks like right now. And then when you peel it off, which we're gonna let it dry down and then we're gonna peel it off, it'll be a lot lighter. But I remember getting that. And then this here was like a little trio set. You get the bronzer, you get the blush, and you got the highlight. If you watched the last video, you know this is a brand that I would constantly look for and buy new product out of because it was like really nice. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something. This is a highlight. We can tell she was used because if you look at it close up, you see the sponge, right? It's this color. And then I'm going to go like this and tell me what you're noticing. You go from having color to having white fuzzies to it, and that's kind of weird. Now, am I saying it's like mold and stuff? No, but it kind of, I'm going to do one. I don't want to touch it. Oh, it's coming up. Okay, that is not good. Let's try. Okay, the blush seems, okay, the blush. I don't want to touch it directly, but I'm going to show you. So you have the blush on this side. It didn't come out evenly, right? You have the fuzzy, you have the white, and then you have this rim area. There's fuzzies in it. Oh, I don't know if this camera is like actually picking it up, but there's fuzzies on those edges. Ew. Ew. I don't care if it's even Charlotte. I'm not saying Charlotte Tilbury's like product does that. I don't care what the brand is. Make sure if it's a product that you're applying directly onto your face with the sponge, double, triple check it before you put it on your face. And then we have the bronzer, which typically you would look at it and it looks perfectly fine, but I see the same little fuzzies growing out of this side. I'm really hoping the camera picks it up. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Listen, you have to observe and check stuff for yourself. I'm letting you know what I'm seeing, and that's kind of grossy. Oh, see, it's so bad. So we already found a trio. It's one product. It was a bundle, and they have mold, and it's by a brand that I actually like. That was weird. We're gonna move on. I'm trying to see if I find like the twinsies. Like for instance, this is something that was not a set, but I got multiples of in the last video. I showed you guys that I used the majority of it because it was actually really nice. This is supposed to be a dupe for luxury brand. This was not like a great shade, but I could make it work. She's gonna go because like for what? And then I have these concealers, which were actually really nice. I don't think I have any more similar to this, but why does it smell? It used to smell kind of like baby powder, I feel like. It smells like baby powder and paint mixed together. She's going to go, but if you guys remember this packaging, I was like, look, I don't know who she's supposed to be a dupe for, but it's actually really nice. Here we have, it's like supposed to be two foundations, well, foundation and concealer. She's already separated, and it was tiny, and I loved how compact it was. But they're separated, so they're gonna go, and I like that they're like one of those pumpage. So you're using all of the product. This here's for the hair. I hated this sponge. Is there anything growing on the sponge? No, it looks normal. I hated the sponge. And the product was nice. The only thing is you couldn't touch your hair because if you did, girl, it would get all over your fingers. But this was like a root touch-up. And right now I have color on my hair. I have like my roots are black. They're coming in gray. And then I add color to it like a pink or like fuchsia. So I'm getting rid of that. These are dupes for the Milk Makeup blushes, the jelly blushes. And although I have their entire collection, I wanted to grab these and show you guys what these would look like, just in case you guys were interested. If you don't use them, they're going to start to shrivel up and shrink, so it's a lot tinier and skinnier. It smells fine. She completely like fell off. Mira, Dios mío. So the bottom has color and the top did not. So you would have to have a little incident like I did in order for that to work. So she's going to go. They're all going to go, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys. This one lived a little better of a life. I'm not really getting... Okay, there we go. Okay, we got a little bit of color payoff. By the way, I always keep the little toppers on, the little tapitas, you know, because that helps the product kind of stay alive. It's gonna depend on the... That one has way more pigment right off the bat. All the other ones worked beautifully. Again, keep that little cap on it. An eyebrow pencil. I'm gonna get rid of her. I think the shape was cool and different, but also like it was just kind of difficult to work with. But it's like a blade. It was fun. I liked it. I really did like it, but no one's gonna make me turn away from my Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil. This is a bronze. We're keeping her. There we go. We're gonna keep something. She still looks good. Great shade. I remember this. She stays, and I'm gonna use. Smells fine. We're keeping her. She's gonna be used tomorrow. I think this is one of those products that I hauled towards the end of my stopping of the haulage situation. These here were actually really cool as well. Also dupes. You're gonna get dual-ended product, but I do want to see what they look like. Do they have any growth? So far, everything looks really good. Like I have zero complaints. I haven't had any growth other than the weird fuzzies I just showed you guys. They smell fine. So I remember hauling all of these so that I can give you like an idea as to what the colors were and or what they would look like in person, because obviously in pictures it's never going to look the same. Do they still swatch? They absolutely do, and they swatch well. I have swatches everywhere. Don't hate me for it. They still watch well. They're still creamy after a year. These here I'm going to keep as long as I look at them and they look fine. These were towards the end of my haulage. And I not only do I like the packaging, but they're like travel friendly and they were really nice. It looks good. Perfect. She's staying. I liked her a lot. Here's another one in a different shade packaging. Okay, I just really liked the packaging and the formula was actually really nice. So we're going to keep those two. This I feel like we're just going to get rid of. This here is going to be like an under eye concealer, but this one here, it smells like paint. It was really nice. It's just really heavy for what I like today. I'm going with like super lightweight concealer under the eyeballs because my under eyes are aging. Here we have the Yabolean Sky High, a dupe for Maybelline. She's gonna go. She's gonna go. I wanted to show you guys these two. They look like they're wet, but they're not. So when you remove, it leaves a stain, and the stain lasts a really nice amount of time. This I think I'm keeping. So this is supposed to be a dupe for Charlotte. It smells fine. But look how pretty. It's a lippy. It's that glow. You know what? Why not? And I know glow on the lips is not necessarily for everyone, but I liked it. She's staying. Here we have a little trio. It's a concealer trio. Smells fine. Survived a really nice life. I've only used 2 shades because this pale one was like way too light for me. Haven't used it, meaning I don't need her. She's gonna go. These here were cool, but they were not the right shade. So I was using them. These are concealers and they're supposed to be, look, come on now. You know who this is supposed to be a dupe for. Let me know in the comments like what your best guess is. But they were not necessarily spot on shades and I had to play around with them. So we're going to get rid of them. However, I noticed that they're not separating. This was towards my haulage as well, like towards the end. They're not, look at that big old applicator. They're not separating. There's no liquid like flowing in there. So I think they're living, look, it's still creamy. I think they're living a good life. It's just, I'm not going to use them. This here, I think it's supposed to be, this was supposed to be a dupe for Rare Beauty. Here's what she's looking like. What? So she's going to go just for the mere fact that like, I don't need this. She's going to go. The packaging is super cute though. This here, I feel like I want to keep, and I know I'm like, lame, but I think I want to keep her. A stackable. But I can go on vacation and create a cute little everyday neutral eye look and not have to carry a full-on palette. Super convenient. I'm going to show you how tiny it is. It looks good. Everything seems to have lived a decent life. There's nothing weird with it. They don't smell weird. An eyeshadow look in this. She's staying because it's totally worth it. These here are actually really nice. I don't want to get rid of them, but also I have stick forms that are so much easier to apply. Okay, so these smell fine. I'm checking for growth. Ooh, this one is like loose and wet. She's gonna go. And there's sweat or oil there. So she's gonna go. The stick eyeshadows are the same. Ooh, this has sweat in there too. What is that oil or? No, it's wetness. It's liquid from the formulation. These are gonna go, but I do think they're awesome. I just, because of how busy my life is, usually in the morning it's just so much easier to go in with a eyeshadow pencil all over the lid. I found a brand new unused Refer brush. We're gonna wash her and use her because I love me some Refer. You guys, you remember how obsessed I was with this? Please tell me you remember. I don't remember the shade name though. Oh, wait. Number 6, Langmani was a... Take a look at this. Not only did the baby dry out and it's a hard ass paste. Unusable. I have backups. Now I gotta check if the backups look the same. Thank goodness they were like $30. They're not expensive. But this is a beautiful formula. Beautiful foundation. I was able to apply just a smidge all over the face and my skin looked amazing. Amazeballs. Friends, we are almost at the end. Here we have another foundation. This is supposed to be a dupe for Hourglass. This is the Forever Foundation by Party Queen. I remember having like 3 of them and only 1 shade worked. Let me see. No, on the inside, it's still very creamy. It smells like the paint that you would use in your house though. I got it on my nose. Wait. It does smell like house paint. I think she's going to go plus. If you look at the top, like that air bubble has been there for a minute. It's gonna go. I remember it being really full. Where's my rag? I remember it being really full coverage. I think the shade, I don't remember if the shade was like perfect, but I feel like it was something that I could work with. Would I try again? Yeah, but it has to be like a brand spanking new one. And now we're down to like the end, which is gonna be these over here by the brand Hero Rage. Are these are eyeshadow sticks. No, these are like shimmer. These are staying. If they look good and they're like great, these are staying. I remember these being towards the end of my haulage. They're so pretty. No, they look fine. These look fine. So I'm going to give you guys quick swatches, but like, you know how KVD released their little shimmer sticks? Or like the one that went viral. This is kind of like a little dupsy dupe. So say that you want shimmer, but you don't want to worry about a pot, a brush, having to like get shimmer everywhere. The pencil gives you what you want and it's just easy application. So the 4 that I got, we're keeping. I got rid of 90% of the stuff off of this one. Like I didn't keep everything, which is awesome. I did do what I set out to do, which was to declutter, and I kind of rediscovered some of the product that I remember. Oh, this rag fell again. that I remember falling in love with, which is great. So not only am I making space, but I'm also whipping out product that was in the closet for a while. They look good. They're still creamy. I don't see anything wrong with them. No one's used it other than I have. And yes, 90% of this product I did disinfect with my little spray bottle before putting away, but still stuff happens. Bacteria kind of like stays behind here and there. And then, you know, just not being in use and or moved around, there's always a risk. But I think I did really well. I'm not mad at it. I'm keeping like this here and like the little pencils, which is fun, the lippy. And from part 1, I'm keeping like, I think 4 products, which I think is a win for me at this point. Let me know in the comments, out of anything that I showed you, did you buy anything when we had hauled it, unboxed it, tried it? Do you still have Temu product? Are you still shopping Temu? I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are. And if you have not decluttered it is time. Get to it. It is okay to get rid of stuff and make space for new ones. All right, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is part 2. Remember, if you didn't see part 1, make sure you go check her out. My most recent videos are going to be linked in the description box below, but YouTube is also going to recommend 2 videos here on screen that I believe you're going to enjoy, so I hope you consider checking it out. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.